Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. I'm Anna, I'm your host. I am a retired, I got a trickle in my throat. I'm a retired school teacher and author, an educational consultant, a jewelry consultant, and a health consultant, and I'm also a certified cake instructor. So I bring to you a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversation. Each episode, I try to dive into topics that will enrich your lives from education and personal development to health and wellness as well. And of course, we cannot forget the art of jewelry. And this is done by me bringing in speakers, guest speakers, just me sharing knowledge. And sometimes I have different types of workshops. So I'm asking you to join me as we explore inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical advice to help you live that fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. So I want to again thank you for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, where every conversation is a treasure. So come on, let's get started. We're going to start with a commercial, and after the commercial, we're going to come back because tonight is the last night of Blessed but Still Becoming series. So we're going to put it with a wow, and we'll be just back. Just hold one moment. Let me find commercials.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment, a perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.
Okay, welcome back. I'm Anna. I'm your host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. So tonight we are wrapping up our series, Blessed but Still Becoming the Person God Wants Us to Be. Um, because most of us are blessed. We're blessed to be here. So many things. We've had so many blessings in our life, and uh, I want to. I guess I want to testify to that because I've had many, many blessings, and every day I still receive blessings. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still becoming the person that God wants me to be. So tonight we are going to start out with some affirmations, okay? Because if anyone knows me, they know that I am the affirmation kid. I start every morning with an affirmation, something positive, something, that you can learn from, something, that is, I just believe in that. It makes your day go by as well. And also, I also read a little, I don't know if you call it the Daily Word, but It's a little booklet that has a little Bible story in it. So I read that daily because I don't know. I need some type of spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to say, before, if you're just tuning in, I'm also, before I give the affirmation, I just want to say welcome back to the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast. Because, just like I said, we're closing up on our series, Blessed but Still Becoming, with a powerful reminder that you are not random, you're not accidental, you're not becoming, you are becoming what God called you to be. And let me tell you this, becoming requires trust. Okay, so it's important that you know that. So our opening affirmation, remember that you are chosen with intention. You are shaped with purpose. And you have to trust the becoming. And you have to trust the one who calls me. You've got to do all of that. So that's our opening affirmations for today, just to kind of keep us going a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about what we are going to, I got notes, y'all, what we're going to be talking about a little bit, because when we talk about commitment, commitment is a powerful word. Believe me, it is. Many of us want clarity before commitment. Okay? We do. We want clarity before we commit to anything. We want to know, really and truly, we want to know the full blueprint. We want it laid out step by step. We want that full plan, y'all. We really want the guaranteed outcome. And that is the truth. But calling rarely unfolds that way. God often gives us the next step, but he's not going to give us the whole staircase. I'm going to repeat that. God often gives us the next step, but not the whole staircase. And becoming happens in obedience to that next step. So that's basically kind of what we're going to be talking about this evening. Kind of putting it in retrospect as it relates to me. You have to put it so that it involves your situation. Okay? But, okay, let me give you a few of my little some of my personal reflections. Okay? Okay. Now, there have been times, or there has been seasons in my life where I felt the pull of pressure. And I'm sure most of us have felt that. You feel a lot of pressure on you. And even though that pressure was there for me to do something, I just, you know how I just didn't feel like I was ready. I didn't feel like I was ready to do it. But, I'm going to be honest with you all. And, this comes with wisdom. I always tell people that as you get older, you get wiser. So I learned something very powerful, y'all. Seriously. Readiness is often built in motion. Readiness is often built in motion. You don't wait to become confident before stepping forward. You don't wait for that. You don't want to feel equipped. You want to move and have God equip you along the way. Becoming who God called you to be means trusting Him more than your fears. So, let me tell you, this is some of my personal reflections. So, you have to come up with your own personal reflections. And remember what I told you from the beginning of this series, that all of us are different and all of us have different reflections. We have different personal reflections. We have different things, but this is just like a blueprint to help you figure out some things about you. Because I figured out, you see, my personal reflections. How many of you have ever felt that you weren't ready for something, but you move forward and then you're shocked? Oh, I did it. You didn't think that you had the stamina to do it, but you did it. And you felt better because you did it. You didn't back away from it. You moved forward. You had that motion, which is what they're talking about. You had that motion. I got a little trickle, so I'm having coffee today. Because I've been, kind of like coughing, so I didn't want to be coughing on you all. I didn't want to be coughing on you all, this evening. So, think about your personal reflections. Come up with your own. Now, Bless but Still Becoming series, it's all about you. You're blessed, but you're still healing. You're blessed, but you're still becoming financially wise. So if you did not hear or listen to all of the series, you can always go to my YouTube channel, and I'll put that down here. You can always go there because they have all of my episodes. All of my episodes are there. So you can always go there and listen to them or watch them as well. And so this is my YouTube channel. And while you're there, you can subscribe to it. Okay, you can just take that little curvy A, and it's just what my show is, Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And then at the end, you're going to put SWE. Okay? And you can just go there and you can listen to the series. And you might see some others series, or because I've been doing this for, a little while. You might catch something else that you also might like. But while I'm talking about personal reflections, I also do want to remind you that I do have advertising spots, sponsor slots, commercials, and guest slots. So if you're interested in that, there's something wrong with my boy. I can't talk tonight. If you're interested in any of those things, you can reach out to me at you can reach out to me at info@annaslifestyle LLC.com. And the other one is ctrmedianetwork.com, Sweet Blessings. So either one of those you can reach out to. So that's info at Anna's Lifestyle, LLC.com. So if you have any information or you might be interested in becoming a guest. So we're going to take another commercial. And then, I always think about faith. How does faith become involved in this? And so, because I am Christian, but there are other religions out here, but you have to take your religion, whatever religion it is, okay, and you have to see, where does it coincide? Because I'm sure it does, okay? So we're going to come back after the commercial, and we're going to look at the faith insight of this. So we'll be right back.
One, two, three. Quiero separarme de ti, ni siquiera un momento. No quiero perder el tiempo.
Well, we're back. I'm Anna, and I am your host of Sweet Blessings and Anna L. Brothers Showing podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. We're coming back from a commercial from Jazzy Jewels Collection, which is my jewelry line that I do. And even though info at annaslifestyle.com is there, you can reach out to me also there with my jewelry. Also, this is my website. And on my website, you all, I have everything. My jewelry, I have my podcast is on there. My I do some little hobbies and different things, and then my baking is on there. Most of you might not know that I do have a baking business. So all of my things are on my website, which is Anna's Lifestyle LLC .com. And I believe, okay, on Facebook, I also go live. I need to tell you all of this. So I also go live on Facebook as well. And if you are on Facebook, you can always support me by giving stars. So I do want to point that out as well. And then this is my Facebook profile. It is public, so I do my jewelry live on that, and I go Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays on there as well. Okay. So now we are back, and before I left, I told you when we come back, we were going to kind of look at faith and see how faith kind of relates to being blessed, but still becoming what God wants us to be. So when we talk about faith insight, we're going to look at Philippians. I always have problems with this word. The first chapter, the 6th verse, and it says, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. And so if you notice, he begins it and he completes it. Your responsibility is faithfulness. God handles the fulfillment. So I did the Black History program for our church. And that program, I did a poem called Voices. And I don't know why I didn't do it on Facebook or go live with it. I really don't. Because it is so touching. It's such a touching poem. And it kind of tells us our history. Because as a black race, I think, I'm going to use two races because I truly believe that the Jewish people too. I'm going to say the Jewish and the black race has really shown what it feels like to have faithfulness. We both, these two nationalities have struggled, but their faith has seen, they have been strong. I really believe that I'm here today because of the faith of my ancestors and so forth. So it is, like he said, he began it and he completes it. Our responsibility is faithfulness. And because God handles everything else. And when you start believing that your life is better, you still, you don't be worrying about everything because now you decided, hey, but look how long it took you to get there. I'm going to tell you this, look how long it has taken me to get to this point. Okay? It's taken me a long time. Because sometimes you don't have guidance. Okay? You don't have someone to show you. Now, there's been some things along the way that's been shown to me and I didn't listen. Okay? But then there's other things that have not been shown to me. I've learned as I've gotten older. So, we all need guidance. And that's important. So, do I still have becoming moments? Of course. Do you? Yes. So let's talk about the still becoming moments. Okay? I'm still becoming more obedient. And that's the truth. More obedient. Now, but I'm telling you, these are things that I gained through wisdom, or through growing older. Okay, so now I'm a little bit more obedient. I'm more trusting. Okay, I'm more trusting. I've gotten to the point, I just can't worry about it because that's how you get migraines. You have stress. You have anxiety, and we don't realize all of those things until we get older that they're caused by stress and really, really not trusting. So we've got this. I've become more trusting. I try not to worry at all. I'm more aligned with purpose than pressure. I don't let people pressure me. I don't let anything else pressure me because, like I said, all those things lead to anxieties, and you're all upset. You're working your nerves and stuff up. Most of the time, if it gets too much for me, I just walk away from it. Just leave it alone. There's no sense in me tackling it. And that's just going to upset me more. So sometimes I just walk away. I'm learning that purpose isn't about performance. It's about surrender. And the more I surrender, the clearer my calling becomes. And that's the truth. When I walk away, I feel better. I'm not upset. Now, I'm not going to say that before I walk away. I'm not going to say what I got to say. But I will walk away. But I am going to usually, most of the time, I will say something before I walk away. And then I'm done with it. And I will walk away. I've surrendered that. It's yours now. You do whatever you want to do with it because I'm done with it. And so sorry that you feel that way. So yes, I do still have some becoming moments. But I'm really trying to do and keep up with these bullets. I'm trying to be more obedient. I'm trying to be more trusting. I'm trying to be more aligned with purpose than pressure. I'm learning that the purpose isn't about performance. It's about surrender. And the more I surrender, the clearer my calling becomes. We're going to take, I believe, I don't know, we might take another commercial. I'm trying to look. But I think this is our last commercial. So we're going to take one last commercial. And then we will be right back to talk a little bit about guided reflection. You all know that how I feel about pausing and effect and reflecting. You know, I pause and reflect on almost everything that I do, and I wish other people would do it as well. It makes your life it makes it much better, y'all. Okay?
Hey, oh, yeah, hey,
We are back, and I'm Anna. I'm your host, and before I left, we were talking about still becoming moments. And I said when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about pausing and reflect. Because I think that, and if you notice, most of the time in all of my series or episodes, anything, I always talk about reflection. So I got two for you tonight. What is one area where God is stretching me right now? What is one area where God is stretching me right now? Or what would obedience look like in this season? I can relate to both of those. I feel like I'm being stretched now with my business. I've always been like an entrepreneur, y'all. I've always desired to have my own business. And I'm taking on something that I'm fearful of. And just like I don't feel that I'm quite ready for it, but I'm moving forward. So I have big ideas, big things, but I'm not sitting still. And a lot of things come into play, you know, my age, because I'm older now. And I think about these are things maybe I should have done like early in my life. But no, never think that way. And I need to get that out of my head. And so I have. Because you never know what God has in store for you. I would have never ever known that I would be doing a podcast. For real. So I let God lead me. So I'm assuming that He is leading me in the path that He wants me to go. And that's why I do this. I want to be able to help people. I want things to, things that we used to do in the past. I want it to have some history, to be there forever. That's why I do the knitting ministry at the church. Not just for, I teach them, but we do it as a service. We're not doing it for us. We do it to give away to cancer patients. Because I'm really all about service and community service. Because they need it. They need something. We all need something. But they're going through a lot. And so we're blessed. I want to let you know that becoming requires courage. But, that should be but, y'all. I see B there, that's why I'm looking at my notes. It should be but. Courage grows when you remember God called you before you felt ready. Courage grows when you remember that God called you before you felt ready. That's where your courage, it kicks in. Oh, Lord, I got to do this. Can I do it? All these things are going through your mind. I don't want you to think that you're the only one that's, because I think every human being goes through this. I truly believe it. That's all I'm saying. So this evening, I want to leave you with some closing blessings. If you're in the season of becoming, you need to hear this. You're not late. You're not unqualified. You are not behind schedule. You're being shaped. And God wastes nothing. Not your waiting, not your lessons, and not your growth. He wastes nothing. Not your waiting, not your lessons, not your growth. Isn't that wonderful? That is so wonderful. So, in summary this evening, I just want to, for you to remember, being blessed is just the beginning. Becoming is the journey. And God is faithful to complete what He started. So use your light. Shine as you become. So I do want to say thank you this evening for you attending. But before I go, I have a great announcement I would like to make before. But I want to, like I said, I want to thank you, and I hope that I have inspired you in some kind of way. And I hope that I have encouraged you as well. And I really hope that I have empowered you to live that fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. So just a few announcements before we go. I am coming out with a book, and finding joy in your journey as an early care educator. And so even though I tell you every time I come on here that I am a retired school teacher, but most people don't know that I am an early childhood teacher, and I taught for over, we're just not even going to say how many years I taught, okay? But I taught for a while. But not only did I teach you all, but I also was a consultant for the state, and I'm still a consultant for the state. I still do that. I help daycares to get their national accreditation. And I don't really say, really too much about it, but I've been doing it since 2004. And I really got into that because it was important that people knew that we offered quality education in the black community. And so this book is about my journey from the beginning when I was little and my educational journey. So I don't want to tell you everything that's in it, but it is due to come out in June. And you can pre-order the book right now. And so, but the first 50 people who purchase the book will receive their name in the book. The name will be included. It can be your name or it can be your business. You might want your business to be in the book, and that's all going to be free. And you're going to get a free VIP ticket to the virtual conference that is coming up. So if you're interested, you can purchase the book at www.childcarejourney.com/Anna. So I wanted to make that announcement because I am so proud of this journey that I have had with early childhood. I've had many journeys, you all, and you probably will hear them all because, I've told my journey about me starting my business, but I am an educator, and the education was really my first baby. I love the babies, and so I was an early childhood educator, and I have several degrees. I have several degrees in that, and like I said, I help daycares to get their national accreditation. It's something that they can get to get better funding for their programs as well. And I'm also a Illinois Network appraisal, which means I observe those sites where they're having workshops to see if they're carrying on or doing what they're supposed to do in their presentation. So I'm still doing a little of that as well. So I just wanted to let you know, but you can www.childcarejourney.com/Anna if you're interested in getting a pre-order copy. So I want to again say thank you. You know that I'm going to leave you this evening with my 3 L's. Because I believe in those 3 L's. So the first L is you're going to live. You want to live your life, y'all. Live your life to the fullest. Life is short. And so you should do the type of things that you like to do. That's what I'm doing now. And God is blessing me to let me do some of the things that I desired to do throughout my life. I've had many opportunities. I've had opportunities to be on the radio, y'all, but I passed it up because I had just started teaching. And I mean real opportunity, like major thing. But I just didn't know. And sometimes maybe God was placing that in my thing. And nothing ever happened or became of that again until now. Okay. And but it was such a long time ago. It was the beginning of my career, and I wanted to teach, and I loved the baby, so I passed that up. But I did have a great opportunity to do that. So it was meant to be. It's meant to be, and you should remember that. So just live your life. You never know what God is going to place in front of you. The second thing is that you want to laugh. Find somewhere to laugh, because laughter is so good for the soul. I always tell people that. It makes you feel better, And the third thing is to love. Love with all your heart. There's nothing wrong with loving. To not love, I think, is sinful. But to love with all your heart is the greatest thing you could do. But don't forget to love yourself, because that's the most important person that you need to love. I want you all to stay blessed until the next episode. I will see you next week. I will talk a little bit more about the book that is coming out. So have a great rest of your evening. And I have a few little thank yous I want to do before we leave out of here. Thank you so much. Oh, I did want to give the drum. That's for my book, yeah. See? Then you all feel better that you laughed. I had to do that. I am so excited. All right, y'all have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.